Three guys 5 feet apart.
Alrighty, welcome back to episode 25 of the Three Guys 5 Feet Apart podcast, the Halloween Spooktacular episode. Joining me today, as always, are... Jonah, jump in.
Why do I have to go first?
You go first. I'm just pointing to people.
I always go second.
Okay,
All right.
Jonah.
It's your boy Austin.
It's Jonah.
It's Chris.
Hey, it's Alex.
And special guest joining us once again
Joey Pennington.
from...
Movie ticket reviews that I haven't done anything in since like 2019.
The no longer
So if you happen to
Listen.
remember me,
You
good
know
on
what
you.
it is.
Listen, we
Yeah, you-
permanently adopted Joey. He's now part of the podcast.
He's the movie guy. He's the guy we
Yeah,
bring in. We're like, Joey, is this a good movie? And he's like, no. And we're just like, shit, I guess it's not that good. So we have a very...
I base my selections off of his review.
He's a reviewer. That's the whole point of like doing a review is like base your movie off what I say. So we actually have a very special episode. Coming up on the screen now is going to be our bracket. We are finding the best horror movie out of the 16 we have all suggested, except Austin. He didn't help. So now, thank you, Chris.
Sorry, I just...
Now, these movies, some people could argue some of them really aren't horror movies, but they're all sort of in that scary vein. So we are going to... Alex, get a little closer to the microphone.
I thought
You're like
this
way-
was,
you're like way
looking up
far away.
synopsises of movies,
Uh,
but it's
okay.
just playing checkers.
Nice. I'm glad you're engaged in the podcast,
I'm
Chris.
addicted to chess. I can't stop myself.
He lost on the way here.
I won on the way here after a series of redos.
All right, let's get into
let's
the
get to
movies.
Spooktober.
Okay, it's the Spooktacular.
Spooktacular.
Okay, starting out, we have the movie Alien versus Willy's Wonderland. Joey, I'd like you to decide who should advance to the next round.
This isn't fair. I don't like this bracket.
Hold on.
I made this bracket. If you made the bracket, then you could be like, I don't think it's fair. I made the bracket. It's my bracket.
I
like
get
both
to decide.
movies, though.
That's the point.
So I'm just saying where
You're just saying what you think. Do you know any? Have you seen Alien or Willy's Wonderland?
You
Okay.
better have all seen.
What do you
Alien.
think deserves to move? I'm not saying which one's better, but which one? I guess I am saying which one's better.
Alien
Which one
is better.
deserves to move on to the next round?
There's going to be a general talking first about it, just the general matter.
Just give me a little your argument.
Okay, so I personally prefer Willy's Wonderland only because I don't
What?
care.
What's
I
wrong?
don't
with that?
care.
What
I
do you
don't
not
for
care
the
about?
first Halloween? Alien. I find the first
That's a good
45
argument.
minutes to be
That's a good argument.
extremely boring.
Listen,
Wow.
There's a couple of good
I don't
scenes.
like you.
I know.
Get off the
That was the one
podcast.
movie
I'm
you
with
put
you
in the
on that.
bracket, and I knew when you put it on there, I'm like, I'm not gonna like
Yeah.
this movie.
okay, so
Wow.
Alien, the whole Alien franchise basically gets all of its steam from Aliens, the sequel to Alien.
Aliens is great.
I would argue Aliens and Willy's Wonderland aren't really horror. It's
But we're not doing that. We're not doing the
action.
But Alien, it does have some horror things in it. Like there's a few things that I really.
It's
do
basically
love
like a
about
haunted
Alien.
house movie, but in a spaceship.
Like I
Yeah,
love.
but I think like that's what's so great about Alien is that you're in a spaceship. There's no running away. You have to
I
confront.
wonder if the
it.
audio is picking up me unwrapping my Reese's cup.
Probably.
Well, no, you don't have to
You're
do
ruining
it. So.
I ruined the
Yeah,
podcast.
you can't run away like you're screwed.
I mean, I guess being in like a spaceship does add that level of like, there's really nowhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things, like I said, that I like about Alien, but overall, I just didn't love it. I even watched it a second time to see if I was just wrong, and I still didn't.
Yeah.
But I did skip the first 45 minutes the second time around because, like, nothing happened.
Until the thing busts out of his chest, it's like, eh.
Right, I agree. But there, like I like the whole thing at like towards the end of the movie, like when like she gets on the shuttle to escape, or I don't whatever it was exactly. You can actually see the alien hiding in the shuttle if you go back. And
Yeah.
once you know, I'm like, that is pretty awesome that it's always there. So there's things that I appreciate about Alien, especially like obviously it has relevance since it was made. It's still classic and will be. But Willy's Wonderland, like it has all those horror elements in it but it's more of a fun type of movie. Just seeing Nicolas Cage beat up all these animatronics and
Yeah.
If Alien went up against Willy's Wonderland, the Mr. Willy himself would win.
I think the alien would. Yeah.
I think the alien would win.
Yeah.
Look, the animatronics
But if you
literally
put
were taken
Nicolas
apart
Cage
barehanded by like a
up
dude.
against the alien,
It's like
How much prep time does Willy have, though? I think maybe. Prep
They just sit there and play a song,
I don't know.
Yeah, Willy would
So-
definitely.
and they for some reason attack one by one.
right.
Look, we're not comparing the villains. We're just comparing
It
in
just
general.
sounds like a dope plot.
Does
synopsis.
It is.
Nicolas Cage get any weapons, or is he
Listen,
fighting this alien?
no.
We're not debating.
No,
Okay,
Nicolas Cage would
Okay.
beat the alien barehanded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. And not say a single word the whole time.
So we know
I
how
mean,
Joey feels.
that would
Okay,
be-
Alex, you're on Team Alien.
I am on Team Alien.
Uh,
Yeah.
Are we actually voting as we?
We're kind of we're doing like a little bit of a vote. We're kind of like picking sides
Well,
essentially.
Okay. Well,
How do you think it should be done? Just go for it.
well,
No,
I would
we're
say
not-
that we each would say something so
Yeah.
that we can he could change my mind, and then
You know how
Because I might
long
change
this
my-
episode will be if we do
I'm
that.
just
I'm basically gonna point to a couple of you guys and be like, "Give me a good
You
argument
could
for
split
this."
this up into like chunks.
I'm not doing that. You know what? When you edit the episodes, you can split them up into
Maybe
chunks.
let's make the Spooktober one 10 hours long.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No,
The
For the
10-hour
entire
spooktacular.
That's what's so scary about it, is that it's so long.
And Michael has to edit all of it. I'll be insane by the end and murder everyone.
Yes, I'm on Team Alien. Willy's Wonderland. It's funny. It surprised me. I really didn't think I was gonna like it because I hate Nicolas Cage. But
that's the best part.
It
You hate
surprised
Nicolas
me.
Cage. He doesn't say a word.
right, yeah, that actually
Why
would
you
probably
so
be one of the
mean?
better parts. But like, I just we're voting best horror movie, and it didn't.
We're not voting best. We're just saying which one deserves to move ahead. The best will be the final one.
Well, yeah,
well,
that's
but
our end
Yeah.
goal is the best.
Yeah.
And as far as it being a horror movie, I don't know. Part of me just doesn't consider that it's like scary enough to be that. So
And just to be clear, if I'm putting my vote in now and not later, I'm actually going to vote for Alien just because.
Why are you voting for? You were voting. You were firm Willys.
Oh, I know. I think Willie's is better, but I feel like Alien also can't just go out on the first
Yeah.
round.
It's
And like,
Alien.
I appreciate everything Alien did.
You know what? All things are valid.
like, I feel
all
like I
things
don't
are
even
valid.
have to say anything.
That's why I'm voting
Alien.
Alien.
Okay, so we have two aliens. Chris,
Alien, yeah. It's a
Alien,
classic,
Austin.
so-
Willy's Wonderland all the way, man.
I'm voting Willys too. Jonah, you're Alien. You're Team Alien.
Yeah, this is the
Okay.
movie. I submit it because it's the only one I know. And
That's fair, man.
All right, Alien moves forward. Next up. Sorry, I'm chewing a Reese's cup right now.
why do you have to
Best
eat
time
right
to eat a
now?
Reese's.
Because I want to eat Reese's cups on the podcast,
You should
Jonah.
have done it before the podcast.
Suck
It's
your
that,
balls.
type
Shut up!
It's that kind of podcast where you just.
We have A Quiet Place versus Us.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
I'll be honest. Us
Oh,
all the way.
Us,
Quiet,
yeah.
Quiet Place. The family, I wanted them to die the entire time. Like, they had no
Austin
idea
hates
why.
this. Austin
They
hates
had
the
no
nuclear
idea
family.
shit out of me. Like they are all.
I kind of
so
like
dumb.
the quiet. Place.
like the
You said that
dad was the
quietly.
only one I could
John
stand.
Krasinski.
Like
But they were kids. Like
they are the dumbest motherfucking kids.
Kids
I
aren't
mean-
smart, right?
Didn't the one kid die because he played with like a toy rocket
Yeah.
on
Oh,
a
yeah,
bridge?
that-
No, they.
But that was a cool
they
scene.
gave-
Two
One's a
years
cool
old.
Right, he was like
No,
5.
no,
like,
but
that was a
the-
cool scene.
The
though.
older child gave the kid the toy and the battery, and all
Because
they
the
left.
kid-
Yeah, you could
kid
just still
alone.
give the kid a toy, but take out the batteries.
Yeah. I don't-
Yeah, so
Okay, I'm 100% Us. I'm
Yeah.
just a big Jordan Peele fan.
yeah, and Jordan
That's-
Peele's
yeah.
actually really good.
Yeah, I thought Us was really good.
Us surprised me as well. Just like Willy's Wonderland.
Us has such an eerie ending too, when you see all the
Yeah.
like clones joining hands.
Yeah.
What's their plan after that? Was that their whole like goal? Like we're just gonna join hands and that's
And
it.
then this is it.
They didn't think
Weren't
they'd
they
get
gonna
that far.
replace everybody?
I think that's what they wanted to do. They were each gonna go kill their own doppelganger, which is already kind of creepy.
But then you find out. Well, so is this? I'm assuming.
You can
But
spoil.
you just
Spoiler warning.
Yeah.
alert before you say something.
And then you find out that the one that was living in the
Yeah.
family is the clone.
Lupita Nyong'o.
That
Yeah.
was really good.
Gesundheit.
Really cool twist.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I want
I also
to.
really liked it when the White family died.
yeah.
That
Okay, that was funny when he's like, "Call the police," and it starts
Call the
playing.
police, yeah.
I want to. I'm going to go against everyone. I'm going to say I didn't really like Us.
Jonah
Because
again, the detractor,
There's
because they're
these-
black, right?
Us didn't feel consistent. Like there were parts where it felt really scary, but then it felt really campy, and then you get to the
That's-
place where it's blasting "fuck the police" music, and you're
Yeah, you know what?
like,
That's
what
fair.
is this movie?
That is a
supposed to
fair
be?
argument because, like, after they took care of their own doppelgangers, I felt like there was like this sudden
Yeah.
like release of tension in the movie. Like, okay, so they're good. They can just do whatever they want now.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it could have been, if they chose one direction, it would have been really good. But it felt like they were trying to do too many different things.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
I mean,
get the
I-
official tally. Who
I-
votes?
Well, hang on.
Oh,
Hold on.
I'm trying to keep it going.
We talked all about Us. I want to talk about A Quiet Place.
Yeah,
a little
you
bit, at
didn't
least,
give
but
that a chance.
because like there's definitely issues with A Quiet Place, but I still love it despite its issues. I mean,
Okay,
like,
it was a good movie.
I mean,
It was
I've
bad.
never been afraid of a nail more in my life than that movie. That I felt like that was
that's so
the tension that was building just with the nail was excellent. I feel like when the kid died, like you always saw that in the trailers leading up to the movie, but you're like, oh, the kid's just gonna survive, but then he dies.
Yeah, I love it when the
Like,
kid dies.
I was not expecting that. I feel like
He could have lived.
right, and then like
It's all
once
the girl's fault.
A Quiet
Women.
Place.
Yeah, exactly.
Once A Quiet Place
White
kicks off,
people.
it's just like constant
Amen.
tension until the end of the movie, and
Yeah.
it's just like it's hard to keep that much tension, especially when there's not a whole lot of dialogue in the movie. And for John Krasinski only directing this one thing, so at that time, so
I hear the second one's even better.
I disagree,
But
but
that's what I thought.
I felt like I've heard somebody put it as A Quiet Place 2 is essentially a DLC to A Quiet Place, where
Yeah.
Quiet
Yeah,
Place was the main game, which
Yeah,
I
I think-
could see. But
I think Quiet Place is better
Yeah.
than the second one.
I haven't seen it, but I hear it's pretty good.
All right,
That's not what
so
we're
are we ready to do the official
Are we
position?
Us
Yeah.
all the way.
Okay, we got one us, two us's.
Going
But-
Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place.
I'm an us.
Oh,
So
my God.
we've reached the first
Is-
tie.
Is anyone
Here we
like
go.
wavering on?
Yeah, is there anyone? I'm because the only way we decide this now is to flip a coin.
Yes, the evil coin.
Yeah.
Not wavering.
Okay, so
I'm not
everyone's
either.
firm.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
flip the coin. Flip the almighty coin.
Wait, what is
Wait.
what?
That's why I closed my hand.
Yeah, like, wait,
okay,
wait, flipping the
us,
coin.
us is heads. A Quiet Place is tails.
All right.
Okay.
It's heads. Us moves to the next
That's what I'm
round.
talking about.
That's kind of bullcrap
Yeah,
because
that's
I thought
bullcrap.
Quiet Place should be heads, and I thought that before he showed the coin just for a second.
Okay, stop questioning my methods, Joey. You've been on this podcast.
Us won't make it to the end, so I'm not going to be worried about it.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Well,
fair.
all right, you guys ready for the next round?
Yeah.
These two are my picks, my personal favorites. Cosmic horror. We have A Color Out of Space versus The Void.
I haven't seen either.
Versus the what?
The Void.
Yeah.
So none of us.
So who has seen?
Describe them.
Wait, you guys watched the Alex Austin? You guys have watched The Void with me.
I probably
wait.
have.
Yeah.
It's that one in the hospital.
Yeah.
Well, it must have
Yeah.
been real good because you didn't remember
Is
that you've
it?
seen it.
Wait, describe it.
That's
It's the one where like the cult people surround everyone in the hospital, and the doctor in the hospital is like trying to bring back his dead daughter, and summons like a weird monster, and then he becomes a monster, and then they go through that portal with the giant pyramid.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
The Color Out of
I'm just gonna vote for it.
Okay,
Based
They're
on
both
that
cosmic
description.
horror. The
Okay.
Color Out of Space is written by H.P. Lovecraft
and
I think
wait,
the color out of space
and
is
has Nicolas Cage.
better though, right? Review wise,
I think so. Yeah.
I did read the synopsis on Color Out of Space.
Yeah.
And The Void. I'm gonna go with The Void.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip right to voting because no one's seen it besides
I'm gonna
me.
go with The Void.
Okay, The Void.
I'm gonna go with the color out of space.
I don't like
Color Out of Space. Joey, what's your vote off based on nothing?
I'll go Color Out of Space.
Color Out of Space. We got 2 for color. Chris,
We go with the void.
The Void. Jonah.
Or
Go against
Void.
everyone.
That was
Here's what I'm
a
saying.
dope ass description you made.
Color Out of Space apparently has some really cool like cinematography with
It does.
different colors and like the way that they do stuff.
Oh, does either one of them have boobs?
Yeah, which one has more boobs?
That would sway my
I want to say the Void, because in the
There
Color
we
Out of
go.
Space, the wife
I always
actually
pick
has
the right
breast
one.
cancer, so she doesn't have
Yeah.
boobs anymore.
Boys.
Okay, so
Wait, she
Void.
loses
Yeah.
her boobs?
Man, yeah, she has breast cancer.
No,
like
in the
before
Color
the-
Out of Space, she lives her bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, then I picked a good one.
She then ends up fusing with her son, because the color like fuses people.
All right.
They're
so
really
I picked
horrifying
I
and
picked a good
demonic.
one.
Okay.
Okay.
I wasn't tallying. Where are we at?
I think Void wins.
I think
Void.
we're at 3 currently with the boys.
Okay, I'll-
Where were you gonna pick? Because like
I
feel
was
like your
honestly
vote-
gonna
Okay,
pick
yeah,
the color, but I don't want
you're-
there to be another
But
tie.
I feel like your vote is more important though because you've actually seen them both.
Listen,
so, like you can.
Okay,
kind of
let me give a quick
Yeah,
argument for why I think the Color Out of Space should win.
Go ahead. It
I'm a
sounds
big
more
H.P. Lovecraft fan. The Void, the Color Out of Space is part of H.P. Lovecraft's mythology, which he created cosmic horror. While the Void is cosmic horror, it's inspired by H.P. Lovecraft, and I don't feel that it fully captures the same spirit as the Color Out of Space does. The beautiful thing about cosmic horror is it doesn't like target anyone. There's no like cursed object. There's no videotape you see. There's nothing like that. There's nothing you can really do to cause it or prevent it. The whole thing of the Color Out of Space is a meteor lands on this family's farm. They didn't do anything to call it forward. It just coincidentally landed there, started drawing energy out of everything around it, made them go insane. It got in the water supply, and then once it was done, it shot itself off into space. It basically stopped to refuel. So to that meteor, whatever organism it was, nothing that happened on the Earth mattered. It wasn't like there to hurt anyone. It just came there basically to refuel and go back up. And that's what makes cosmic horror is the aspect of like,
Is the Twilight Zone cosmic horror?
in a sense, yes. It's just the idea that like we aren't really that important. I think a lot of horror puts like humanity and humanity's survival like really up there. Like you're afraid of things because it could hurt you.
Yeah.
Cosmic horror takes that like a step further. Like, yeah, this can hurt you, and it's not really like doing it because of like it's not like a slasher. It's not some psychopath. It's just an organism that's going to hurt you by just it existing. Yeah. And that's why I think the Color Out of Space just edges out over the Void.
I kind of swayed me to. I mean, I think your
I'm
vote
going
should
with
count as
titties
2,
still.
So.
Void.
I mean, that's
You've
the
actually
point.
seen them, so.
I picked
like,
Color Out of Space
Okay.
before all this.
Color Out of Space.
Color Out of
Color Out of
Space?
Space.
Okay, we got 4 for color. Color moves on to the next round. Yay
Good for
me.
colors.
Yay.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Chris.
man.
Okay. Here's another one that I think is going to be a landslide, and so I kind of feel bad I put these together, but I just did this randomly, so there's no like, there's no setting it up.
You set this up.
The evil.
Piece of shit.
just because I do everything doesn't mean I messed this up on purpose. The Evil Dead 2 versus The Thing, the original one.
Oh, okay.
Evil
Wait,
Dead 2.
I'm surprised. Wait, how is this? I know where my vote is, but I don't know.
I haven't seen the thing, but I know it's a classic, so I'd probably go with the thing.
I know it's a classic. That's why I'm picking Evil Dead 2.
I mean, I just recently watched Evil Dead 2 and I thought it was really good. But
It's directed by Sam Raimi,
Yeah, yeah.
and it has what's the name of the main guy?
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce
Yes.
Campbell,
Yeah,
and I
Yeah,
love both those people.
it's Bruce Campbell and Bruce Campbell
That's
fashion for
actually kind
sure.
of a hard one.
And it's a lot more of the original Evil Dead was a lot more of a horror. This one's kind of almost like a black comedy.
Right. That's true.
Um,
It still has horror elements too, though.
yeah, it's still like
But the Thing, I feel like, is just
honestly, I love the Evil Dead 2, but I have to pick The Thing simply because practical effects. The Thing for its time,
nothing better.
there's no CGI. It's all like
There's like one scene of
like
CGI because
suits
of a
and
technical-
the spider head.
Yeah.
It's all like
That's true, too.
suits and prosthetics and like hydraulics, like especially when the doctor's trying to operate on the dude and the stomach bites his arms off.
Even when I rewatched that, I'm like, Jesus, I forgot that happened. And it's awesome. Oh
Yeah, and that's like
Right.
that's why it holds up so well, just because the practical effects are done so well. A good
100%.
practical effect will last the ages.
And plus the fact that you don't know who's the Thing, like especially
Yeah.
like on your first viewing, like can I trust this person? Can I not? I really don't
I
know.
think at the end, I
But which
think I've
one do you
seen
get more
like a
enjoyment
movie theory.
The beard energy at this table's intense right now. But Joey, Chris, and I'm kind of growing mine out.
The-
Austin's pretty shaggy too.
No,
I hear that-
so it's not worrying.
I heard at the
Well,
end
it's not very-
that like one of the because like I know like the end there's like a burning building and the two guys are kind of like laying there and they're like dying basically. I think one of them was supposed to be the Thing.
You don't know though.
You don't
Like
know.
it could potentially, but you're like maybe not. And, then it just,
And
That's
here's
what I
a
like about
funny
it.
aspect.
I love the
You
ambiguous
don't-
ending.
The Thing is also technically in the vein of cosmic horror.
Yes, because the alien comes from a spaceship from like
Yeah, and it's just it's not
It's like
like
10,000
hostile, it's
years
just
old.
trying to survive, basically.
He's just
It's-
living his best life.
It's an amazing film. So.
It is.
I'll have to watch
So, are we ready to take a vote? Everyone feel like they got enough?
I'm solid. On
I'm the Thing, yeah.
Yeah, the
Thing.
Thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that was pretty
You guys are lame.
one-sided.
Evil Dead 2 is great.
It's
but
awesome.
The
If we
Thing.
were gonna do Evil Dead, the first Evil Dead, I would have like could have had some competition.
I prefer
Scary
Evil
as
Dead
hell.
2, but
And then you get to the Army of Darkness, and that's not even a horror, but that's just a great movie.
I don't know.
That's the official third one, and he gets sent back in time to the medieval ages, and it really highlights the fact that Bruce Campbell's character Ash Williams doesn't want to be the main character, because like this wizard's like, you take the Necronomicon to the altar, you say these exact words, and he like gives out the words, and he's like, and that will destroy the Necronomicon, and Ash takes it to the altar, and he forgets the words, so he just starts improvising them. And he gets back and he's like, did you say the words? He's like, yeah, I said them. I don't know what happened. Because he's just a horrible main character. That's the point. Okay. Next up, we have Gerald's Game versus The Shining.
Shine.
What's the Gerald's Game? I've heard of it.
It's a Stephen King novel turned into a movie where like a woman gets handcuffed to a bed and her husband dies of a heart attack. And then some dude that collects bones like shows up midway through.
see, like,
It's a real thing.
These are both my picks, and like Gerald's Game, like the reason why I chose it is like because like when I watched the movie, now everyone would experience this film in this way, but like pretty much from the moment it started, I just felt intensity, and then until the last frame, and like it just like continually just built up. But it like not everyone takes that film in that direction. I didn't even take it quite as much when I rewatched it, but The Shining, it's like it's hard to compete with the classic. Like when I first watched The Shining, I immediately watched it again, and like I don't do
Back
that
to
very
back.
often. Yeah, right, back to back, and I'm like, man,
It's a long
it was really good. Dr. Sleep can
Yeah.
not amazing, but The Shining, like just like everything about it, like I even kind of subscribe to the theory that where I forget what everyone's name is, but like the dad that was like abusing his kid sexually, that like there's little things throughout the movie that he actually was doing that the whole time. So like I subscribe to that theory. Yeah, like in the very beginning, he's like reading a magazine, like it's an actual magazine, like it says something about like parent abuse of a child or something like that, or sexual abuse or something like that. And then there's like little bits and pieces throughout the film about it, including the whole bear thing that just pops up that seems kind of random, but also at the time like you can't really just like blatantly show that in a film like for that time of an audience, like whereas we're a little bit more lenient now. But like so like if you like pay closer attention to those little details, then like I actually think that it was actually kind of what he was hinting towards. But either way, I go Shining.
Did you ever see the theory? There's like, because in The Shining they show like the moon landing or whatever. Then like the TV screen, there's like of like Neil Armstrong landing on the moon or something, and they're all watching it. I believe.
He's done.
I think it might not be The Shining, but I know that it was like there's like the TV isn't plugged in, and it's supposed to be like how the moon landing's fake.
Did they watch TV?
Maybe I'm getting the movie
because
wrong.
like they were just like abandoned up in there, and there was nothing up there. This was just all. It could have been like I'm not for certain, but
I don't
maybe
recall
that
yeah.
sounds interesting though. But
Listen,
Cool fact from a random movie. The Shining, so-
listen. Chris
You
is
guys
gonna
know.
vote The Shining because there's
Yeah.
boobs in it.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude, that was
like gross boobs.
Still boobs.
Not at first.
There's no boobs in Gerald's
That's true.
game.
That's
Not at first, yeah.
Yeah, they were good boobs for the first
That's
part.
true.
And The
I-
Shining's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Was it Stanley Kubrick that did that
Yeah.
one?
I want to vote
Didn't he have,
Gerald's
like,
game just because the Moonlight Man freaked me out.
He is great, and he is very freaky.
So my vote's officially for Gerald's game. What about you guys?
I'm going Shining.
Yeah,
Shining.
This game I found a little boring.
Okay, so everyone besides me goes
but,
Shining.
The Shining just like has so much detail, and
Yeah.
Stanley Kubrick is just a freaking.
It's moved on. We don't need any more arguments.
That's fair.
We just gotta-
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
It'll back up.
It'll come back up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's gonna. Yeah. We're not even through the first round,
Well, the first
and we're
round-
25 minutes into the episode.
The first round's gonna take the longest. to
Yeah.
be fair.
Okay. This one I think is gonna be a lot easier. Hellraiser versus the Invisible Man.
Ooh,
I'm a little biased.
I know you are.
I've seen both.
I like Hellraiser, and that's all my argument.
I'm gonna go with
Did you
Invisible.
watch Invisible Man?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Invisible Man because, like, I think especially the whole
I'm gonna
like,
throw this quarter right in your forehead. You say one more word.
like I guess spoiler alert. But when the knife just floats up in the air and then just slices his sister,
Yeah.
her sister's throat or something like that. That part I'm just like what just happened?
Yeah.
Because it happens so quickly, and I'm like, whoa! And that just happened to be the part where my wife got up to go to the bathroom and came back. I'm like, what happened? I'm like, you just missed everything. But,
You missed the movie.
but like just for that moment alone, like it just like completely makes the film. But I mean, like even throughout, like it's a little bit of a slow burn, but like it's just like the way it keeps your interest, like in like it can look really stupid to have like her fight something that you can't really see, which it does look a little questionable at points, but like they do it so well to where you believe it, and then like it's done in a realistic way. Well, I don't know about realistic, but more realistic than what normally happens. So I'd go Invisible Man.
I'm 100% Hellraiser. Big fan of Clive Barker. Hellraiser, I think it's kind of cool. I think everyone, like, if you're going into it, you're like, oh, that Pinhead dude's gonna be like the main bad guy, but he's
That's
not.
what I thought.
The Cenobites show up, and I think the way the Cenobites show up is just so cool, and the look of them, it's like something that you just, it's just like so out there that these other dimensional creatures just like show up.
I can agree with that.
And
They all look really cool.
Yeah, I love their whole like introduction, like angels to some, demons to others, or like the iconic line, "We have such sights to show you." I love the design of them. I love the look of them. I love how the movie kind of brings them up. Like the girl solves the puzzle box and they show up and they're like, she has no clue. She's like, they're like, you solved the puzzle. You called us basically. And she's like, and the whole point of the movie is like her uncle got captured by the Cenobites and he escapes and comes back and has to like feed on people to fully regenerate his.
And he's the Pinhead.
He's not.
No.
His like lover, which is now married to the main character's father. So
Which was his brother.
yeah, so it was his brother that was the the playboy that's getting regenerated now. She helps him out because she loves him, and so eventually when he's like fully regenerated, she solves the puzzle. She basically makes a deal with the Cenobites, like, instead of taking me, I can give you the guy that escaped you. And so she has to like trick that. So she summons the Cenobites again, and they come out and they find him, and they're just like, "You escaped us once." And then they like throw a bunch of chains and hooks into him and drag him back to hell.
Which is what they did the first time, but apparently that didn't work.
Apparently,
out.
can get out of hell, I guess, at some point.
Right.
But you get out as a Scallington.
So I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, what's the scale?
A Scallington.
I'm still Invisible Man, 100%.
Yeah.
But
100%.
you made me want to watch Hellraiser.
It's
It
really
sounds
good.
interesting.
It's good, I would say, almost just from like an aesthetic point of view. It is definitely a slow burn, but once it gets going, it's just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next?
It is good.
You guys want to watch Hellraiser after this?
We tried, we can't find it.
Dang.
We watch Puss in Boots instead. It
Yeah.
was great.
That's the only compromise.
Okay, what about you guys? We got two Invisible Men over here. I'm 100%.
Hellraiser is on Tubi, and Tubi is free, just so you're aware.
Okay, I'm 100% Hellraiser. What about you guys?
I'm probably going Invisible Man.
Ah, I knew you would, Chris.
It just
You just
it
go with
looks
the
like
crowd.
it looks like a really good movie. I really
It looks like.
I haven't seen it. So
It literally, you ever heard the expression, don't judge a book by its cover, Chris?
I mean, I have to since I haven't read the actual book. So like,
Wait, have you seen
something?
Have you seen?
You know what? I've read the original book of Invisible Man, and the book is really more interesting.
I mean, I like.
That's
the-
awesome, man. I'm proud of you.
So proud of you.
You know why? Because he's naked the whole time.
That's kinky right there.
I wish she was naked the whole time. All right, guys.
Yeah, she's an abuse
I don't-
victim, but let's
yeah.
not.
Oh yeah, that's
I
true.
don't find that attractive.
Yeah.
That
Also, it's like the
Alex is like abused women. Turn off.
it's like the only like shot for that dark universe that they were trying to make.
Yeah, that dark universe where like none of the directors agreed because they were like they did Dracula and then they did Shape of Water. Like, oh, we can add the Swamp Thing creature to the dark universe, and they were like, no, this is gonna be separate. Like, let's make the Invisible Man. They're like, this is gonna be separate too.
Yeah,
Everything's
supposed to be
smart.
different, though.
honestly,
Like
it made me really sad.
and then it didn't work out. So then they released Invisible Man like separately and like
Well, it's also an
Different.
A24 film, so like I think
Yeah.
it'll just be always like they'll probably
Completely
do other
different.
ones. But
Yeah. All right, Austin, Jonah.
I've never seen Hellraiser, so I have to go Invisible Man. But Hellraiser does sound really cool.
You all.
So like, I
sicken
feel
me.
bad.
I feel like we're gonna watch Hellraiser, and you guys will be like, oh, we should have went with Hellraiser.
Honestly,
Well, I've seen
I-
Hellraiser, and I'm
with the time I had to watch the movies I hadn't watched, you like weird stuff, and I was like, I don't know.
I like cool stuff.
He said, I don't know, man.
I'm going Invisible Man.
Jonah, et tu, Jonah.
And,
Et tu, Brute.
yeah.
I hate all of you guys. Fine, Invisible Man moves on. I choose better movies,
Sucks for
but
you, Michael.
you know what? Sucks for all of you that you don't appreciate Hellraiser.
Listen, it does sound like a good movie. I've just never seen
I love how you're all like admitting, like, oh, I really want to see it. It sounds awesome, but like none of you guys are like, I still want the Invisible Man.
Oh, I mean, I've only seen
I like the Invisible
I
Man.
kind of have a
because
feeling
you
I
don't-
would choose Invisible Man anyways, even if I saw it.
Also, the one there's like that. I only saw the trailer because I've only seen. I haven't seen the movie. But like the one scene where like she dumps paint on the guy and it's like
Oh,
you just
yeah.
that.
He's
Yeah, that's
right
cool.
there.
Oh, that just gave me chills
Okay.
when I saw
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
also like because you don't know where he's at.
Keep
Yeah.
that part in mind for when we
Talk
come up-
about it again.
Yeah, because something about that scene bothered me.
Okay, next round. These two are really like far off from each other. Hereditary and the original It. I personally,
They're both so scary.
I liked It more just because I thought it was a cooler concept. Hereditary for me is just like way too much of a mind effort. And like, I can't get into like a movie like that.
Just like I started thinking about
Yeah.
my head falling off.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I know that's my favorite
Dude,
part. Like
when
I
that
love that scene.
She gets
Like,
decapitated. That's your
it's-
favorite part.
It's so well done.
You
though.
psychopath.
Like, when he's just in shock and he just drives home because he's just like, I can't believe that just happened. Like,
Yeah.
because I'm sitting there thinking the same thing. Like,
There's a
that
head on
just
the
really
side of the
happened?
When
road.
that happened, my mind, like I was just like, no, but what?
Yeah,
What?
because the trailers mislead you because you think she's like the evil person of the film, but she's dead like in the half hour of the
she's
film.
so
I'm like,
creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
yeah, it's
it's the mom's fault. She made the brother take her to like a teenage party.
And I mean, like Toni Collette
true.
kills it in that movie, especially like
Yeah.
I love the
scene,
whole.
the school scene.
Mm-hmm. Like there's so many good scenes with her in that
Oh,
movie, and
sorry,
then
I was
like
talking about her brother. The brother.
oh well
Oh,
that's
where he does the thing, yeah.
Alex Wolff
Yeah.
or something. Well, Alex
Yeah.
Wolff, I don't know.
But you're talking about the mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
you know what I just realized?
what?
Like I said, I randomized these, but I just realized Shining game and Gerald,
both
the
theirs.
Shining and Gerald games were both.
You picked mine. Yeah.
No, they were both Stephen King.
Hmm, yeah,
I think that's kind of. Like I said, I randomized these, so I didn't.
but yeah, I personally go Hereditary because I also find the last like 10 minutes really creepy. I didn't love the last like 30 seconds, but with disregarding the last 30 seconds, I find that last 10 minutes like really creepy. And like I enjoyed the movie. I didn't love it, but I'd go for it.
The mom.
I hate the mom.
Oh, I love that you can see like her in the back of the frame, like all like you can see the shape of her, and she's just like there like the whole time, and then eventually like she comes to the focus of the frame. So like I don't know, I go Hereditary.
Yeah, I gotta. So Hereditary was one of my choices. So yes, I have seen it. I haven't seen the original It.
I've seen I haven't either, but I've seen the newer ones.
I have
Like,
seen the
that's-
newer one.
Pretty similar.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
yeah.
that's what I'm basing my
The
mind.
clown,
Yeah.
the clown actors are just a little different. Like they had their own thing.
To take on it, yeah.
I think the OG It
Pennywise,
clown
yeah.
is a
Lot
little bit scarier
yeah.
because he doesn't because he can't do like he doesn't have all the CG and like weird distortion effects going for him. he's just kind of creepy because he's like just always around.
Yeah, and he becomes your worst fear. I don't know.
Yeah. What would he be for you, Alex?
A clown.
He would be.
I think if he came after me, he'd transform into like a swarm of wasps or something.
Really?
Yeah.
All I know is like I saw that movie forever ago, and it has stuck in my mind since the day I watched it. I still like have trouble. Like I have to freaking turn the light switch off and like jump in my bed sometimes. Sometimes like I hate
He's
like
already in your bed.
the bathroom, like any of the drains. I'm just
Oh,
like,
when he
oh.
sticks his head out. I did
Yeah.
see that scene.
He's
That-
gonna make fun of your little penis. He's gonna be like, "Hey,
Or
Alex."
like walking outside by like the sewer drains every time. I'm just like, fuck, this clown.
Just don't go in the sewer. The
No,
kid
but,
was
like,
dumb.
if you like walk close, I'm just like sometimes
Yeah, he
you know,
grabbed
you-
Like, don't talk to strangers, and it's implied that you also shouldn't talk to strangers that are talking to you from the sewer. All right.
That's a good lesson to learn.
Of course, he did trick the child. He said, "Now we're not strangers."
You know,
Yeah.
it was a compelling argument.
It was. I have to go with it. That's definitely me. Jonah, are you Hereditary or it?
I am Hereditary because I don't like clowns.
I'm just towing the line on all
I don't like
these.
clowns either.
I think the thing that I definitely
Spit it out.
I'm sorry. I definitely believe that it is a really scary movie, so it's like a really solid matchup. But like the part that does it for me in Hereditary is like when the boy goes like at the last 10 minutes when he goes down, he sees like the piano is like torn up, and I was like, oh, that doesn't mean anything. And then like a couple minutes
I don't even
later,
wanna, like,
the
think
mom
about
is
it.
like taking like the piano strings
No.
and like slowly hacking her head off. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That made me
That-
shit bricks.
That's,
That was a tough one.
All right.
That was tough.
Thank you, Chris, for that apt analysis.
Of course.
I was gonna mention
Back
that,
to you,
but
Steve.
I had a feeling that Hereditary's gonna win, and I was gonna bring it up later.
It's-
But yeah.
Okay, we have next up, final of the introduction
I think I
level.
was gonna pick Hereditary.
all right.
No one cares what you're gonna pick, Austin. Okay, next one.
Yeah,
Next one.
Get Out versus The Conjuring 2.
Fucking hate The Conjuring.
I've seen The Conjuring
That's
1.
Because it's scary. as
Because
hell.
it's scary.
Right, I know.
So-
I bit through a freaking like hard plastic straw because I was the first time I watched it was at a movie theater, where like a dine-in movie theater, and I forget what scene it was, but like something jumped out and just like, oh dude, it was like the worst.
Yeah, that's the reason I stopped going to scary movies in theaters.
But it's the second one. Like they're all like scary, but like the third one's just scary. But,
See,
yeah.
I feel like I haven't seen The Conjuring. I haven't seen like any of these. So like, but like I feel like The Conjuring
back.
2
I had to
like
get some
goes
M&Ms.
after you to like, this is gonna be scary. Like I want you to like keep a light on at night. Or to Get Out, I felt like when I watched it, like that wasn't.
I feel like Get Out's more of a thriller.
Yeah,
than,
like
It's
it was
not
just
your traditional
intense.
horror.
yeah.
I just felt like it was intense the whole time. Like I
It
was
was
like,
It was interesting, and like you kind of always feel like what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
And then it
Whereas
goes crazy at the end.
Conjuring is like
Conjuring
it's
is
super
like
scary because like
yeah.
it's kind of like based off a real story too.
Yeah.
Technically.
see,
Yeah, the Annabelle doll.
it makes me sad because I like Get Out better than Us, but I feel like The Conjuring is gonna win.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I'm voting Get Out. So
like,
I'm there with you.
Okay.
like I like both films, but Conjuring 2, like that one just genuinely, like, there's not a whole lot of films that actually like just make me like actually feel scared like
Yeah.
with the movie, but like
yeah,
the Conjuring,
The Conjuring is so
2,
freaking
but like
scary.
they pull it off very well. Like they're
Is
intense.
it scarier than the first? Because I've seen the first one and I wasn't really scared by it, so I was like, I don't know how they made a second one. So then I haven't seen any of the other ones.
I think I prefer the second one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the entirety of the first one, so like
The
I
new
can't
one
like
looks
be.
stupid.
Yeah, the third one's not great. It's not by the same director either, so that's unfortunate. But like the intent of those movies is to make you scared, and they actually pull it off, and it's just like the entire thing is just horror elements in it. But so I go Conjuring.
What are you
What is
laughing
happening?
Nothing.
He's just like staring at me. So just staring back. But yeah, Joey makes a good
My vote's Get Out.
Okay, so wait, what did you vote?
I go Conjuring too.
Okay,
I'm
what
on
do you
Get
vote?
Out.
Conjuring 2.
And Get Out.
What do you voted?
I already said Get Out.
So wait, what's
Hey,
the
damn,
Wow.
seriously?
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
surprised. Like honestly, I thought Conjuring 2 had a shot at
So
winning.
wait, is it?
Wait,
What's your vote?
I don't know. What's the tally?
Currently 3 for Get Out, 2 for Conjuring 2.
Tie us up.
Don't tie it up, Austin.
Make it go to the coin. Let the coin decide.
The coin.
I'll go get out.
I can't believe it.
I'm on the winning team this time.
I can't
Wow.
believe
This is
it. I'm
the
surprised.
first time you get to win, Michael.
Like second, but yeah.
Oh yeah, because it was like between your two movies.
All right, we are now down to an Elite 8 movies, gentlemen. Who's ready for round 2?
Alright, let's get this bread.
Shut up, Alex. Shut up.
It's
Never make that
Spooktober.
face again. It's Spooktober. I will drive my thumbs into your eyes, you little bitch.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say my butt. And I was like, alright.
He said,
All right.
All right.
We have an Elite 8. We're going to hit it hard. This is going to be a long episode.
Why?
It's called fanfare, Alex. Why can't you be more supportive?
He's
I'm
out.
not laughing at you.
You're a...
I'm
You suck. All right, guys, come on. We have next round, Alien versus Us.
Shit.
Alien.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Alien.
Straight up.
I'm Us, bro.
Yeah, I'll go us.
I'm
Because
We need
Us
Chris.
is not a
Wait.
good movie.
Yeah, wait. Alien's so much better than us.
I
Alien
don't
is
like
so much
Alien. That was what my argument of the
I
first
don't
one, but I
like
gotta go
Us.
past
I
the
don't
first
like
round.
Jordan
So.
Peele movies, to be very honest.
Listen,
Bro, Get
all
Out is
y'all are
such a good
picking
movie,
Alien,
bro.
where that
Jordan
black
Peele
alien
is
is
not-
getting
You're gonna
oppressed by
watch it,
that
so good.
white crew. Y'all a bunch
I
of
don't remember
racists.
What?
Joey and I are woke.
Well, Chris, I'm gonna go ask Chris through the bathroom.
Go ask Chris in the bathroom, Austin.
Couldn't we just text him?
Us versus
Well, this is
Alien.
quicker.
See, if he picks Us, then it comes down to the coin of
He's gonna
fate.
pick us. I
No,
can
he's
already
not.
tell.
He's going to pick Alien.
I think he's gonna pick Alien because
I love hearing Austin while in the bathroom like, yo, you want Us, really? Yes.
What?
I knew it.
Hold
Coin
on. I'm
of
gonna
fate.
Go. Hold on.
Coin of
No,
fate.
no. I gotta go change his mind.
No, let him poop.
Wait, what?
he's gonna change his mind.
Chris is having the most like distressing bowel movement as everyone goes to argue their opinion.
What is happening?
Austin,
right
get
now?
me a snack.
What do you want?
Anything, just pick one, something for me. Something good.
Oh my god, you guys are right. That pantry's huge.
Yeah.
No, I don't want chips.
My God.
Give me a fruit roll up.
It's hard to find. It's too big.
What do you say? You said Us still?
Yeah.
Did he yell at you to stop talking to him while he's trying to take a poop?
He's like, I'm busy.
Look, I tried to tell him Alien has more boobs than us, but he wasn't buying.
Listen, listen. Those boobs don't count. She got little boobs. She got itty bitties.
Hey,
I don't
Ellen Ripley
Small boobs
is
still
I don't
hot.
think they show boobs.
I don't remember boobs.
The main female is
Sigourney Weaver?
yeah.
She never shows her boobs, does she?
I don't.
Listen,
Look,
coin of
I'm
fate.
just trying here.
Okay, Jonah, you're gonna represent Alien. Do you want heads or tails?
I want tails. That's not even
What the heck?
flip.
I'm bad at flipping coins.
He said.
Okay, ready? It's tails. Alien moves on to the next
Yes.
round.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I'm not completely upset. but-
Look, if Alien is going to lose, it's not going to lose to us.
That's fair. That's fair.
I have a feeling. Okay.
I'm
It's
sorry.
an early call, but I can
What-
see
what
Alien
good are
winning
you?
anyway. I say Alien or The Shining's gonna win.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to put money on it?
Put penny on it.
I'll put.
Okay.
If Alien and The Shining are in the last round, I'm picking The Shining.
All right, guys. Next up, I feel like this is a washout too. Color Out of Space versus The Thing.
The
Thing.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna ask Chris. It's already 4-2. Okay, that's a fast one. The Thing moves on.
Yep.
Okay. The Shining versus The Invisible Man. Anyone that's wondering what that noise was, Austin's opening up a bag of Life cereal.
Wants his checks.
Wait, what was the question?
The Shining versus The Invisible Man.
Ooh, Shining.
That's a
Yeah,
difficult
they're both
one.
great, but I gotta go Shining.
I'm going Shining
I'm
too.
going Invisible Man.
Invisible Man.
So
Austin.
3-2. Right?
Shining.
Yeah.
Chris.
Shining.
Wait, don't we?
What?
Yeah.
Austin, go ask Chris what he wants.
Chose the worst time.
Now it's rapid fire, and Chris is also trying to rapid fire. I wish the audio could pick up Austin talking to Chris through the bathroom door.
We should have gave Chris a microphone.
Alright, Chris said Shining. It's a
Come on.
Okay, Shining goes forward. No, go back to the door. We got a next round.
Well, is the next one gonna be a close one?
It's Hereditary versus Get Out.
Oh, we could argue those.
He's gonna have some strong opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to wait.
I'm not waiting on Chris.
Well, we can talk about it before
we can
We just have this quiet 10 minutes of just waiting on Chris to
Wait,
come
wait,
back.
wait.
Oh, now we can discuss.
I'm gonna call Chris.
You could just
Give me a second. I'm gonna call
I
Chris.
think I heard flush.
That's just you wanting to hear it. But maybe.
No, I swear I heard a flush.
He was like, he heard what the topic was. He's like, all right, I gotta be done.
Wipe them cheeks, Chris, and get back out here.
See? We're at a park.
We're at Hereditary versus Get Out.
Okay, this is actually cool because I picked both of these movies.
Okay.
That's why we waited for you for this one.
Okay. So, who's voting what? I want to.
No. We want to hear your argument. What's where you're leaning first?
So, it's really hard because it really depends on what you're going for in a horror movie. If you want to be scared out of your mind, Hereditary all the way. Like jump scares, also like there's just like also the build up. The ending is really scary. Also, this is just for me. Anything paranormal that scares me the most because like I know it's real. I know it could happen. And I'm just like, that would scare me to death. So if I want to get scared, I'm going Hereditary.
Wait, did you say anything paranormal? You know it's real. You know it could happen.
Yes. It
But if it's paranormal, then it's not real and it can't happen.
Well, I meant like ghosts and demons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Like, I think that's real.
I believe that too.
Yeah.
So
let's not get into that.
That's not
Okay.
the type of podcast.
Let's just get this to a vote unless
But,
anyone else has
I
any
feel like
arguments.
Get Out, I could watch like on like a random Tuesday night or whatever. Like I don't need like it's not gonna scare me. Like I can go to bed.
I bet if you were black, it would scare you.
Well, there's some of that in there too.
I brought my girlfriend over to my church, and she just looked at all like the white people, and I was like, "You ever see Get Out before?"
What she said.
She just laughed at it. I was like, it's like Get Out, but in reverse. I'm the white guy, and you're the black girl instead of the white girl and the black guy. I was like, I tricked you. Now we're gonna take your now we're gonna take your body or whatever. All right,
I think I would pick Hereditary.
Okay,
So,
2 votes Hereditary,
I'm putting Hereditary.
3 votes Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Jonah, you just keep picking the winning side. Don't think I didn't notice that.
You can have him vote first next time if you
I
so please.
just don't really like Jordan Peele.
Because he's black. I get it. I get it.
I will say I
think
think
Hereditary, but Get
Get
Out is
Out-
such a good movie.
I
I
like
will
both.
say Get Out is a good movie. It's much better than Us.
It's not scary though, but Get Out is such a good movie.
All right, you guys ready for the final 4?
Yeah.
All right, we have Alien going up against The Thing.
Oh,
That's a good one. That's a good
We
one.
got 2 monster movies.
Well, we know what Jonah's gonna pick.
Because I'm the one that brought Alien. And I think Alien is the
I
best
think
out of all these
I'm in the
movies.
perfect position to be impartial because none of the ones I picked made it.
Yeah, screw you, Michael. You like
Sorry,
weird
Michael.
stuff.
I like cool stuff, all right?
These are really difficult for me.
Yeah, this one's really
I'm going back to my practical effects argument for The Thing. Technically, the alien was also practical effects, but you don't really see the alien that much in the movie.
It's like the practical effects are just so amazing in the thing. Though.
That almost sounds sarcastic the way you said
They
it.
are seriously, like,
Yeah.
they don't get any better.
If the alien, you could see him more, I might be leaning towards Alien, just because I do like the design of the alien.
yeah,
And that's what
scarier.
makes
You
it
can't
scary when you can't
I thought
see
what was scary is he got a little mouth inside his regular mouth. He's like,
that was
and then,
I mean, I found Alien boring, so like,
Oh.
obviously the thing.
I would
but,
probably
like,
lean towards the thing.
I think the tensest moment in Alien was when like they thought the acid was gonna melt through the hull, and they're all like
Yeah.
running down the different levels of the ship.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, man, Joey's really like against Alien.
I was like, I
I mean-
really prefer to see The Thing continue because I just love that movie. It's so well done, but like
I mean, it's aliens. It's so creepy. It's crawling around all over the spaceship. You don't know where it is or where.
But the
it's
thing, you
going.
don't
See,
know who is
guys, I think
it.
Jonah's picking Alien just because he has a bunch of cats in his house and he has to
What?
experience that horror every night of this lethal creature crawling around that he can't see.
I forgot there's a cat.
There is-
Oh, there is a cat. That's the
Yeah.
other reason he's picking
The
it.
alien is scared of the cat.
Is he? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Doesn't the cat
It's
survive
because,
to the end as well?
Normal cats are actually like these.
Oh yeah,
Like I remember the alien coming face to face with the cat, and the cat just hissing, and the alien.
It's a
just
flarkin. Isn't that
Yeah,
what-
yeah.
All right, so let's
The Thing.
go ahead and take this to a vote. I'm with The Thing.
The
Just
Thing.
because it's
It's
yeah.
the thing. Yeah.
Sorry, Jonah.
Damn, you're
Austin, what's your vote? Austin's just standing.
Alien's awesome, but the thing.
I was gonna
is-
say aliens.
Okay, we got.
Austin.
Of course, the two
Alright.
people that are the cat lovers pick
Wait, you
Alien.
said aliens?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. Aliens isn't on the.
Yeah, Aliens.
Alright.
Aliens is awesome.
You stupid.
Alien.
Yeah, you dumb.
Listen, I hate the aliens thing. It's
Yeah,
so
it's-
annoying.
Should I change my vote to alien just to?
You
No.
should.
No.
Just to
because-
activate the coin of fate.
Like I'd rather.
No, we're going with
Yeah,
The
let's
Thing.
not go to-
Oh, look, the thing's moving. It's there. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Next one. I think this is going to be an interesting discussion.
I
The
don't.
Shining versus Hereditary.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm going Hereditary. I'm sticking with my pick. I mean,
He's loyal. You
I
can't
got-
say anything negative about Chris. He is loyal.
I just. First of all, the mom's acting in that
I
movie.
thought you were going to say her ass. The mom's ass in that movie.
That's what I thought.
Well, because you
Definitely
keep
not.
bringing up boobs and like all your other
Well,
arguments.
because I haven't seen the other movie, so like I gotta go with what I know. So
Gotta go with the boobs I know.
What?
You've seen The Shining.
I have not seen The Shining.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. then you don't get a say.
All right. Okay.
He gets a say.
Yeah,
I think he will, but like.
Yeah,
But that's the whole point. Now, if you're like trying to look at Chris to like, oh, did he make a good argument? Oh, I didn't see The Shining. That's the whole point of our discussion.
I just. it's
I don't
just-
like
the
how
acting
cocky
was
Joey's
so
being.
good. Also, like if you go back and rewatch it, you could like find things that you didn't see before. Like
No, it's true.
The
I think
I do like
better
little
on-
details in movies like that.
Yeah,
So
I think
I-
it's better on
Shining's-
second.
No, I'm still The Shining.
Oh yeah. The Shining.
Yeah, but I'm saying I do like in Hereditary that I like movies that do the little details.
yeah.
Yeah. The-
Just like the colors of like the rugs and
Oh, isn't that like
And
yeah?
The Shining.
the hotel.
Yeah. What is it about the rugs? Why can't
It's
I
about
think-
the Apollo. Like this supposed to be like the Apollo launch pad. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. There's a bunch of crazy details like that. That if you're like paying
Yeah.
attention.
Wait,
There's like a whole documentary about like how because I literally just looked it up like 5 minutes ago.
oh, he did. I saw him looking it up.
So there's like a whole documentary about like explaining fan theory or like a crazy theory that Stanley Kubrick is the one that like
Austin,
shot the moon landing.
what are you even doing?
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Shining is like the one. Is like him.
You
kind
just
of
Austin poured life cereal into his hand and is now taking them piece by piece out with his other hand, just sticking them in his mouth. We're recording a podcast episode. Engage.
You ate Reese's on the podcast.
I still talked while I was eating Reese's.
Listen, I'm picking The Shining, so I'm
I think I'm the only Hereditary person.
Okay, Jonah.
I'm going Shining.
You always pick the winning side, Jonah.
See, I like this because it's two of my picks
Okay.
in the final round.
Now we're going
Shining
to
was just, like,
Now we're going to two Stephen King. Wait, did Stephen King do the thing? Okay, never mind. We're down to the final two. What?
Who did do this?
You did the thing.
The original came out like even before. There's another.
Yeah, that sucks.
I haven't seen.
Wait,
the
there's one before that one.
Yeah, it's not called The Thing though. It's like called something thing. I don't remember what it's called.
Something.
All right.
Anyways.
So, The Thing versus The Shining.
Is it the thing from outer space?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Why are you pointing?
Because like they just like clicked in my head.
Give them.
I mean, I haven't seen any of these movies, so again,
Going.
who knows what I know? But
No one.
no one. I think you just got to go with The Shining. Like, I feel like when you talk about like horror and scary movies, you'd be dumb not to bring up The Shining.
It's more than just a horror. It's like
It's also a great, like, I haven't seen
Yeah, I
it,
was about to
but
say,
like,
it's a great movie.
but like
Seen
a lot
it.
of people say it's a great movie, all the details. I mean, if you're creating documentaries about like fan theories, then like it's gotta be a great movie.
What about all the fan theories in The Thing?
I know, I was about to say, you could argue. You could be talking about the thing with everything you just said.
So I don't know. I feel like when
It's funny because they both have like hostile cold winter settings too that kind of keep
Yeah,
the
that's
characters contained.
yeah, that's
So
interesting.
they do have a lot of parallels to them you can draw, which I think this kind of makes this final two very evenly matched in that regard.
No,
There's
I agree.
This is very hard.
yeah.
It's a good final two.
I
Also,
know,
if
guys. We
Hereditary is
should
gonna
pause
lose,
the
I'll have to lose
episode,
to the
watch both movies, and then decide.
Yeah, that way.
All right, we'll be back in 4 hours, everyone.
Chris can have a good thought process right after.
Well,
these two
Shining does
movies.
have boobs in it, right? So
And we're back, Chris. What'd you think about The Shining?
boobs.
Oh, yeah.
Going with it.
He's going with The Shining, folks. All right. Does anyone have any other arguments they want? I already made the practical effects argument, which is the reason I love The Thing and the reason I'm going to.
I'm picking the thing.
I'm a big fan of the practical effects too.
Okay.
I'm going
We have
for
3
great.
for The Thing. We have 1 Shining. Austin.
Okay, see, I know everyone like loves the practical effects thing, but like even in Star Wars, people would say that. I'm like, that's such
great.
like
Yeah, Star Wars' effects holds up too.
I know, but like I'm like that's why people say they don't like the original because they started using CGI. I'm like, I don't really give a fuck.
Like, no,
You got no taste.
you got no taste. CGI is
So what are
bland.
you?
Yeah.
So Shining.
Nice. What do you got?
Alex.
You're right. He's the tie vote. He's a,
If he votes Shining, it's tie. It goes to the coin of fate. If he votes The Thing.
coin choose the.
I don't think it's right that the coin chooses.
the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we might have to argue.
No.
depending
I
on
have a
the side.
plan
Hold on,
B.
wait.
I
It-
do
it-
have a.
if he
Paper
chooses.
scissors, baby.
All right. I have a plan B.
A good plan B.
A good plan B.
Okay, because I'm picking Shining.
You're picking The Shining?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. This episode is already almost an hour long. So here's my plan B. We're going to let you, the listener, decide.
Oh,
that's-
Yeah. We're gonna put a poll up. We're gonna put a poll up on our Instagram and our Twitter.
Vote for.
You know what? There's gonna
Does
be
anybody ever
Like-
do our polls?
Sometimes.
there's gonna be
I will
two people that respond, and it's going to stay
And then
tied.
they're gonna tie too.
Listen.
They're both great.
Listen. As episode goes up, go to our
It's the worst
Instagram.
idea.
Go to our. It's the best idea. We're not gonna let the
Switch my
coin.
answer to the thing.
Okay. Never mind. I'm sorry. So much for viewer interaction.
You can still do that, like put up a poll,
Okay.
just to see.
So
Like,
the
it doesn't
for the
have to
sake
be-
of this episode, the Thing's going to win because Alex hates my idea because Alex is a hateful, bitter little man.
But you know,
I'm just saying. practical effects are right.
You're wrong on that, but that's
You're wrong.
okay.
Sorry, I'll just stop.
also, there's the fact that like when they actually shot the thing, they were actually like in like 30-degree like weather the entire time, so that they were actually cold and not just on a cozy set
Okay.
the whole time. And the whole time they didn't know whether or not they were the thing. Or not.
The Thing
I'm
wins
sorry, okay.
for this moment. However,
Yeah.
after this episode goes up, go check out our Instagram and our Twitter. We are going to have polls. Who do you think should have actually won The Shining versus The Thing? Vote, and we'll release it whenever we record an episode after that. So, in like 6 months.
Chris, I do believe that you need to watch these movies. Like
Which ones? I think I've.
The
I
Thing
think the
and
only
The
two
Thing and
that
The
I've
Shining.
seen.
Hellraiser. The color out of space.
No,
I think the only two that I've seen are
at
the
least
two
The
that I
Thing and The
picked.
Shining you need to watch. Like,
I do.
I'm
like,
not a scary movie guy at all, and like
Yeah.
those are just like.
Why
movies.
didn't you pick Paranormal Activity?
I only had two. I only had two
Paranormal
picks.
Activity is lame.
Yeah, you could. If Austin decided to say that he wasn't going to pick anything, you could have had one of Austin's.
Well, I didn't know
Just,
that, but
Those are.
I.
What's? God damn, I can't talk. What is the one where the girl is talking to Toby, like the imaginary friend?
It's like all six of them.
Oh.
I think you're thinking of. I want to say it's the 4th one.
The fourth one. No, that one is. That's a different one.
I remember the 4th one had that ending that freaked me out because like all the witches and stuff were around them.
Yeah, where she just turned around and they're just all there. Yeah, that's the fourth one.
Yeah.
But I think you're thinking of either the second or the third one.
Didn't they get the 2 gangsters to help him out in the 4th one?
That was
I
the
haven't
fifth
seen it.
one.
Okay.
That was like a
remember-
spin-off.
All I
sort
remember
of.
is like the cameras, of course, and like they're panning in the house a bunch.
Yeah.
And like the little girl had like an imaginary friend. I think. His name was Toby.
I
That's
think
my
that was-
imaginary
Like,
friend's
this
name.
Freaking like
As a
freakishly
professional, which
strong
one is your
demon.
favorite?
It's
You just have
That's
to
my-
say it, no explaining. Just say
okay.
it.
It's
Yeah, another one.
honestly, it'd either be the second or the third one. So,
Alrighty. I'm gonna just wrap this up because we're already up like an hour. So,
and the new
honestly,
one's
I
coming
thought
out
you
this
did already.
Halloween. I want to see it.
all right.
I'm pretty pumped.
Thank you all for watching, if indeed you still are. This was our Halloween Spooktacular episode. We're glad you guys could all...
Honorable
Jo-
mentions that were not on there. Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween, Exorcist, Nightmare on
Oh,
Elm
I saw
Street.
The Exorcist. That
I
that
haven't
was
seen it.
pretty
I
good
just
too.
know it's
Ah,
a classic.
dang. I should have voted The Exorcist.
that's a good one.
Nope.
As always next time.
You guys are ruining my wrap-up with your talking.
We'll never let you wrap up.
Thank you all for watching, if indeed you still are, and
That's true.
I will beam you off the head with this quarter. The coin of fate. Follow us on our social medias, our Instagram, Twitter. Join us on our Discord. Links are all in the description below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We look forward to seeing you all again next time. Bye.